Now, is the Unis hype finally over? Well, today we are diving into a story that feels as bittersweet as a K-drama ending. Basically, the rise, the struggles, and the reality of K-pop girl group Unis. If you were part of the frenzy when Universe Ticket aired, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Unis was supposed to be the next big thing. A girl group born from one of the most ambitious survival shows of recent years. But now, it seems like the hype surrounding them is fizzling out. What happened to this group that once had the K-pop world buzzing? Was it the controversies, the mismanagement, or something deeper? Let's grab a drink, sit back, and unpack the journey of Unis, from their dramatic formation to the challenges that have left fans wondering. Is the hype over? Okay, cool, let's get started. To understand Unis, we need to start with Universe Ticket. When the show was first announced, it felt like a revolution in K-pop survival shows. Unlike previous programs, Universe Ticket wasn't just about creating another group. It was about breaking boundaries. The idea was simple but bold, bringing together trainees from all over the world and create a global girl group. Fans got to see raw talent, hear heartfelt stories, and witness the sheer determination of these young women chasing their dreams. After months of grueling challenges and emotional eliminations, the final lineup was revealed, and Unis was born. The group was praised for its diversity, with members from various countries and backgrounds. Fans were ecstatic, believing Unis would be the perfect blend of talent, visuals, and fresh energy to shake up the K-pop industry. Now, after the show was over, fans were excited to finally see the girls on center stage. I mean, after the pretty stressful survival show, I think we can all agree that it's time to give the group the break they deserved, right? Like, they worked so hard for their spot, so it's only expected that people were also on the edge of their seats, waiting for what they could offer. And so, when Unis debuted, the anticipation was unreal. Their debut album, We Unis, was solid. At least, that's what most fans were talking about. Of course, we can't forget how Superwoman is the album's centerpiece, a powerful combination of Astrobeats, Moombahton, and house genres. So you could say the group tried to offer something new, while sticking to the trends to stay relevant. While their debut announcement and performances gained traction, things started to dwindle as time passed. And in case you were following them during their debut week, you will know what I'm talking about. I mean, as the weeks went on, cracks began to show. Despite their flashy debut, Unis struggled to maintain their momentum, and the girls were having a hard time keeping up with the other groups whose promotions overlapped with theirs. It even got to the point where their follow-up promotions felt rushed, their content scarce, and their visibility in a crowded K-pop market, well, almost non-existent. Maybe it's because it's the first time for SBS to actually produce a girl group straight out of a survival show. However, most K-nets believe it's not a valid excuse. They could have done better to make sure the girls left a mark during their debut, and let's just say they fell short. However, this is not the last time the girls had to deal with something bad. Yes, it's only expected for K-pop groups to get scrutinized and judged. I mean, we all know how harsh K-nets can be, right? They are pretty ruthless and don't spare even newly debuted groups. And of course, Unis is no exception. Soon after, controversies started haunting the girls, and it was a pretty tough time if you ask me. Unis wasn't even a year into their career when rumors and scandals began to swirl. In case you've been living under a rock, it's almost impossible to miss how Unis' Gehlee had to deal with so much hate just because of the way she carries herself in public. Recently, Gehlee has faced backlash over accusations of pick-me behavior, a term often used to describe actions that seek excessive attention, sometimes at the expense of others. And do you know the reason why? Well, this was after clips of her being overly playful or commanding attention during group activities surfaced, sparking debates online. Critics argued that her behavior overshadowed other members of Unis, labeling it as unprofessional or calculated. However, her supporters were quick to counter, saying Gehlee's personality is part of her charm. They pointed out that in a competitive industry like K-pop, standing out is necessary for survival. After all, isn't individuality what makes idols shine? But we all know how K-nets work. They don't really listen much to logic, right? And because of this, Gehlee was subjected to so much negativity. What makes this controversy even more layered is Gehlee's massive online presence. Videos of her playful antics consistently go viral, earning both admiration and critique. Reporters and fans alike have noticed her ability to dominate any room she enters. Her confidence is undeniable, but so is the division it's created within the fandom. What made things worse was the way the management handled it, or didn't handle it. Statements were vague, and at most, they didn't even help pacify the situation. Fans were left feeling frustrated and betrayed. The backlash wasn't just aimed at the members. It hit the group as a whole. Suddenly, Unis wasn't seen as the rising stars they were supposed to be, but as a group plagued by drama. And while some would say that the controversy didn't last that long, or only involved one member, it's still a big deal, especially for a group like Unis who are still trying to penetrate such an overly saturated industry. I think most of you would agree that being perfect and flawless will surely help a lot. This means the fewer controversies, the better. However, with Unis, I think it's getting a little harder. Now, there are rumors about possible unfair treatment among the members, specifically the non-Korean members. If you have been following K-pop groups before, you will know how common these kinds of rumors are, especially for those who have foreign members in the roster. I mean, we've seen a lot of these members quit just because they don't get the same treatment as the Korean members. And by the looks of it, Unis is dealing with something similar. Surprisingly, or maybe not, it includes the two Filipino members once more. If we rewind a little, fans were ecstatic when Elisia and Gehlee made the cut, not to mention how the number of their Filipino fans really helped with the group's social media presence. However, recent controversy suggests that this dream team may not be receiving the support it deserves. During a recent performance, Unis took on a medley of Twice's hits. Fans were thrilled to see their idols pay tribute to the legendary girl group, until they noticed something concerning. Gehlee and Elisia, both known for their vocal and stage charisma, were shockingly sidelined. Their screen time was minimal, and their line distribution was glaringly disproportionate. In fact, Elisia was given a mere 2 lines, and Gehlee 1 line. For a cover performance designed to showcase each member, this stark lack of opportunity stood out like a sore thumb. And the comments went wild, y'all. One fan wrote, "Knowing that Ellie can sing very well in Korean, giving her only 1 line makes me really disappointed." While another added, "Thank you for the 1 line," referring to how Gehlee only sang 1 line throughout the performance. Some fans pointed out that such treatment could stifle their confidence and prevent them from establishing their presence in a highly competitive industry. It's hard to forget why these two were chosen in the first place. Gehlee's emotional depth and Elisia's vocal clarity earned them millions of votes during Universe Ticket. So why are their strengths being underutilized now? Industry experts speculate that internal group dynamics or management bias could be at play. Others argue it might be the challenge of managing a group with members from diverse cultural backgrounds. Despite the challenges, fans have rallied around Gehlee and Elisia, flooding social media with support. From hashtags to fan projects, they're making sure the two idols know they are appreciated. But will this be enough to catch the attention of their management? Or will these talented performers continue to be overshadowed? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. If the management doesn't address these issues a lot sooner, it'll surely affect how the group will progress in the future. And then, there's the issue of how Unis has been treated by their own company. Despite their talent, many fans have pointed out the glaring disparities in how the members are promoted. Some seem to get all the spotlight, more screen time, better styling, and individual schedules, while others are left in the background. This kind of favoritism is nothing new in K-pop, but it feels especially disheartening here. Unis was supposed to be a team, yet fans couldn't help but notice how some members seemed overlooked, their potential wasted. And let's not forget the lack of proper promotions, no variety show appearances, minimal social media updates, and a complete absence from year-end award shows. It's like the company gave up before the group even had a chance to shine. So why didn't Unis live up to the hype? Some might argue it's controversy. Others will point out to the mismanagement and unfair treatment. But maybe it's more than that. The K-pop industry is brutal. It's not just about talent or effort. It's about timing, marketing, and sometimes plain luck. Unis has the potential to be groundbreaking, but they were caught in a system that didn't know how to nurture them. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more.